Okay, wonderful. Good morning, everyone. So I can see we have lots of people in the room today, which is great, as we are going to be doing our session on international student supports and with our team of advisors. So my name is Christine Dyson, and I'm the International Recruitment Officer here at Lakehead University, working with students who are applying from the Americas. So Central and South America is my focus. And I'm just going to pass it over next to Catherine to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Catherine Brooks. I'm the International Student Services Coordinator here on the Lakehead Thunder Bay campus. So happy to be here to chat with you all today about all the supports that we have to offer you. I'll pass it off to Sarah.
Thanks, Catherine. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're so glad you can join us. My name is Sarah Melvin. I'm one of the International Student Advisors. I'm also a RISIA, and what that means is a Regulated International Student Immigration Advisor. Similar to Catherine, I am also located on our beautiful Thunder Bay campus. And thanks for joining us today, and I'll pass it off to Sukhjit.
Thank you, Sarah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today. My name is Sukhjit Singh. I'm also one of the international student advisors here at Lakehead University Thunder Bay campus. Just like Sarah, I'm also a Rizia, and we are here to support you throughout your journey. Thanks for joining.
So on the agenda, we're just going to talk a little bit about upcoming events, a little bit of an intro, and then we're going to go over some of the supports that are available to you and some international student programming that is up on the horizon. At the end, we also will have a question and answer period, but you're welcome to put in your questions throughout today's webinar as well. Now we are going to be able to go through introducing our International Student Services team. So we already did a little quick intro, but each of them also have a slide now just to go through. So Sarah, maybe you can just also break down what the RISIA designation is so individuals know what it is on the call.
Thanks, Christine. So I did a little introduction of myself, but as I said, the RISIA is a regulated international student advisor, immigration advisor, sorry. So basically what that means is we are licensed immigration advisors, and that means we can provide you with any immigration advising related to students. And so that means before you come, while you're a student, and then supporting you through to graduation and your postgraduate work permits if you choose to take that path. So that's something unique for Lakehead. And it's a big part of being an international student. So as I said, I'm on the Thunder Bay campus, and I was actually born and raised here in our beautiful city of Thunder Bay. We are a small town and we're surrounded by wilderness. And so growing up, I spent a lot of time in the outdoors. And so with that, I am a huge nature lover. I spend as much time as I can outside. I use nature and forest as a self-care practice. I'm also a certified forest therapy guide and run a few programs around that. One is called the Northern Nature Connect. And so these are really great things that you will all get to enjoy when you come here. Thunder Bay is such a beautiful town, and the surrounding areas have lots of places where you can hike. And so if anyone coming to the campus is an avid outdoors person, please don't hesitate to come and chat with me. I would love to share my passion with you for the outdoors and get you out and exploring in a safe way. You're coming in the fall, which is a perfect time to arrive. Our summer will just be ending, but it will still be warm. Don't worry, in September, it won't be cold yet. But you'll get to experience our fall or our autumn season, and the trees will all be changing, and it's a beautiful time to experience our region. And so I've been with LUI for about just over 10 years now. So I have welcomed thousands and thousands of students, and it is the favorite part of my job, welcoming you. It can be a scary time, but please know that we're here to support you. We want you to be successful. And so please don't hesitate to reach out to us. So I will leave it at that. I'm sure we will get to know each other a little bit better once you arrive and as you go through your student journey, and I'll pass it off to Sukhjit.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Hello again, everyone. So thank you, Sarah, for explaining what RISIA means. So I will just tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm originally from India and I came to Canada in 2021 as an international student. So I received my PR in 2023 and I'm now on my way to becoming a Canadian citizen. So I have gone through the same experiences and challenges that many of you may be thinking about right now, such as transitioning from a student visa to a postgraduate work permit, then applying for PR. I believe many of you are aiming to do the same thing, and we are here to support you in your journey. We have a great team of advisors here at Lakehead University, and we are all excited to assist you along the way. And we are excited to welcome you all on campus this fall. So thank you, everyone. So now I will pass it on to Catherine.
Awesome. Thank you, Sukhjit. So again, my name is Catherine Brooks. I'm the International Student Services Coordinator. So my role in the team is to help onboard and transition and help you settle into your new life here in Canada. And we also have one of our colleagues, which we will speak on, and she does a very similar role in Aurelia as well. And so really one of my favorite pieces is to be able to not only welcome you to Lakehead, but welcome you to the Thunder Bay area. Like Sarah, I am Thunder Bay born and raised. And so I really enjoy being able to connect you all with our vibrant community. We are small, but we are certainly mighty and very connected. And so that's one of my favorite pieces, is to sort of get our students active in the community and really engaged in Thunder Bay. So thank you so much. I'll pass it back to Sarah.
Thanks, Catherine. So this is just a little bit of an overview of our department, which we call International Student Services, including supports. And so we're going to delve into each of these points in a little bit more detail as we go through the presentation today. But our department is here to support you, as I said, on your journey getting here, while you're here, and into graduation. So we provide you with all sorts of different student immigration advising, regular advising. Basically, if you don't know where to go, we want you to come and see us, and we will help you. And if it's not something we can advise on, we'll refer you to the appropriate person. We have a very robust onboarding and welcoming program, as well as transition programming to help you settle into your new life here in Canada and in the Thunder Bay community and at Lakehead. We offer a complimentary airport transportation service, which we'll talk a little bit more shortly. We do all sorts of events and excursions and lots of helpful workshops. We do programming specific to international students, and what that means is mostly cultural programming. We have a very diverse campus here on Lakehead, and it's important to us to celebrate that and have our students share their culture in addition to learning about the Canadian culture. We have an international center just for you, and this is located on the ground floor of the Chancellor Patterson Library. So sort of right smack dab in the middle of the Thunder Bay campus. And in that center, you'll find our department. You'll also find Global Me, which is the study abroad program. And you'll find our English language center. So if any students on the call today do have to do English language before you start your degree. And within this center, we have an international student lounge. And this is a spot just for international students. Of course, everyone is welcome, but this is your special spot. And it has wonderful study spots. We have 2 big screen TVs. We have streaming services. I think if we go to the next slide, there's a photo of it. We have Xbox gaming, so you can rent out controllers and you can play all sorts of games. You can see we have a really cool hockey machine. We have a pinball machine. And so it's just a really nice space. We've changed it up actually a little bit, I see from this photo, just to keep things fun and fresh. So you'll see a little bit of a different layout when you come. But this is just a really great spot to come between classes and then just enjoy some downtime. This is also where we host a lot of our events and movie nights and all sorts of different things. So this is something that you can really look forward to. And please don't hesitate to come down and use this space because it is for you. So this is an example of some of the cultural programming that we do. And so we run lots of events in the center. And if you have an event that you would like to host, please reach out to us because you can work with us and host lots of different events in the center. Okay, so Katie Stevenson couldn't be with us today, unfortunately. She's enjoying a week of vacation. And so Katie is our staff member that is located on the Aurelia campus. So if we have any students here on the call today that are heading to our Aurelia campus, Katie is your girl. It's a smaller campus, so we don't have as many staff there. So Katie is your one-stop shop. She will assist you with anything you need while you were there. Similar to us, Katie is also a licensed RISIA, and so she can help you with any of your immigration matters, and her contact information is there on the screen. So if you are going to Aurelia and you have any questions along the way, please don't hesitate to reach out to Katie and she will get back to you. And then I think we might have one photo. So this is the Orsi Learning Commons in Aurelia. So similar to our International Student Lounge, this is their gathering spot. It's a beautiful, big, lovely space, as you can see, with lots of study spots. They host all sorts of events and workshops here. And this is a place where you can gather and come and study. So you'll be able to check this out if you are any Aurelia students on the call today. And this looks like an example of one of the fairs that they host. So in addition to workshops and all the other types of events, we also host a lot of fairs. So this includes employment fairs, career fairs, and other. And so this is an example of one of the events hosted in that space. Okay, so now I'm going to pass it off to Catherine to talk a little bit more about our onboarding and welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sarah. So I'd just like to share some important information as you're now transitioning. You're getting ready to sort of think about what are the things that you need to be planning before coming here to Lakehead. So we're ready to share all of that information with you in the next few months. Perfect. Thanks, Christine. So our international welcome experience and orientation. So this is our pre-arrival, our settlement programming, what's going to get you connected with Lakehead in the next few months and after you arrive here. So we additionally have a series of webinars similar to our friends here at Recruitment, but these are really focused on the key important pieces of information you need to know to get here successfully and to make sure that you have all of those moving pieces sorted. We want to make sure that you're feeling comfortable when you arrive and you have all of those pieces ready to go. So once you arrive, there's not a lot of stress and you're ready to just settle in to your life at Lakehead. So our series, we talk about planning your journey to Lakehead and what that looks like, housing options on campus and off campus. We talk about all of the ways that Lakehead can support you and people that you can connect with. We talk about Immigration 101 and things to know as you're getting ready to travel and what's going to happen at the port of entry for you. And then we have an open Q&A at the very end in August. And so this is just an opportunity for you to connect with our team and all of our advisors and to ask any of those last minute questions that you have. So in addition to this, we also have our new student guide. So these are communications that are going to start coming to your email, your personal email and your Lakehead email. And so these are going to begin on May 29th. So please make sure you're checking your emails. I'll be sending those out bi-weekly for you to get all of the information that you need. I'm going to go a little bit more deeply into the Peer Mentor program in the next few slides, but this is a really awesome program that's going to start in September for you to be able to connect with our current upper year students. And so you'll be able to connect and ask questions as you're transitioning to being a Lakehead student. There's also orientation modules for you to be aware of. So these orientation excuse me, come from our main campus partners. And so they're just helpful to have you know more about Lakehead. And then there's also our campus-wide orientation. And so this is from August 29th to September 1st, and it continues on the first 6 weeks of school. So all of the departments on campus are really excited to welcome you, and we want to make sure that you have lots of opportunities to connect and learn about Lakehead and just have some fun on campus. So there's going to be lots of events and lots of things for you to participate in. But of course, the one closest to our hearts that we are the most excited for is our International Welcome Day. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about that afterwards, but that is happening on August 27th. And so that is a mandatory session for all of our new students to join. And it's just such a fantastic day, but I'll get into details afterwards. So I'll talk a little bit about the new student guide communications that you're going to be getting into your inbox very shortly. So these are sent by our team at Lakehead here, and they're sent to your Lakehead and your personal email, as we said, starting May 29th. And so these emails come in every 2 weeks to your inbox, and they're just containing the important information that you need to know as an incoming international student. So you're going to learn about all the things you need to know about arriving in Canada, what required documents you need, what you can expect when you're navigating Lakehead, and who is here to help support you. We'll talk about all of the campuses as well as the city life in Thunder Bay and Orillia. And we're going to talk all about Welcome Day and what orientation looks like. We're going to connect with other departments across campus for you to be able to connect with them. And it's also an opportunity for you to ask all of the questions that I'm sure you will be having as you start planning your arrival. And so now, don't get confused. We do also have emails coming from our main campus partners as well. So these are also very important emails for you to know and to connect with. So ours really focus on you as an international student, specifically in what you need to know that might be a little bit different than our students that are coming from Canada. But these main campus emails are also important for you to take a look at. There's lots of links in there for you to get ready to join us here at Lakehead. You just go to the next slide. Perfect, thank you. So our Peer Mentor Program, this is a fantastic program. I highly recommend that all of our new students join it. And so this program is going to start sort of mid-August, but really ramp up in September once you're here. So what this program does is it pairs you, our new international students, with our upper year international students. And so it gives you an opportunity to connect with them, ask questions. You'll have a group, so it's kind of like a built-in friend group that you have once you arrive, and you'll be able to connect with these students and they can share all of those little tidbits and things that they know about Lakehead. This program then continues throughout the term. So the entire fall term up until December, you'll have your group of mentors and other mentees, so other new international students that you can connect with. We have lots of events for you, and it's just an opportunity for you to really have sort of a buddy as you come here to Lakehead and learn about sort of what it is to be a Thunderwolf. Awesome. And another support that we offer you as you prepare to arrive is our airport transportation service. So this is a service that provides you with a voucher, and it's very similar in Orillia as well. And so if you apply within 4 business days of your arrival, we will provide you with a free either shuttle service or taxi voucher for you to be able to get to your accommodation from the airport. So we want to make sure, we know that a lot of you are traveling very far and you're probably going to arrive jet-lagged and tired, and we want to make sure that that transition for you is as smooth as possible. So we highly recommend that you fill out these forms. If you already have your flight booked, that's fantastic. You don't have to wait for the 4 business days ahead, but that's just the minimum that we have. And and we hope that you take advantage of this service so you can have a smooth arrival. So for us here at Lakehead, we typically do the taxi voucher, which means once you arrive, you'll just quickly call a taxi or pop your head out of the airport to see if there's a taxi there, and they'll take you directly to your accommodation. So whether that's on campus or off campus. And then very similar in Aurelia, the airport transportation is a shuttle that goes from Pearson Airport to your accommodation as well in Aurelia. So I will share the link for the airport arrival form for you just to take a look. And I mean, if you already have your flights booked, please go ahead and put in that form. Perfect, and we can move on to New Student Welcome Day. So this is one of the most exciting days. It's the day that I'm most excited for our fall arrival students. This is an opportunity for you to be able to connect with other new international students. It's a mandatory day for all of our international students, which means you're all going to be here and you're going to be able to meet all new friends and connect with other people from all around the globe. You're also going to be able to connect with our International Student Services team, so you can meet us there. Our recruiters will also be there to say hello, and it's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have cultural programming, we're going to have games, we have some information to share with you about Lakehead and all of those important pieces, but it's really just an exciting day to sort of launch your Lakehead experience once you arrive on campus. So this day for both Thunder Bay and Aurelia is going to be on August 27th. So please make sure when you're planning your dates and planning your flights that you are going to be here by that day. You're not going to want to miss it. So later in the new student guides and in our transition webinars, we'll have registration open very shortly. And so we'll send that off to you very soon. Perfect. And next I will pass it off to Sukhjit.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine. Okay, so now let's talk about the advising services we provide at Lakehead International. So at Lakehead University, we are a team of 4 international licensed advisors to provide you with personalized one-on-one guidance throughout your journey. We are here to assist with all matters related to your status as an international student, including immigration and understanding your visa requirements. Academically, we can help you navigate course registration, interpret your timetable, and clarify any academic terminology. We also offer support in understanding your health plan, including the UHIP, as well as the extended health plan offered by LUSU for more comprehensive coverage. So LUSU stands for Lakehead University Student Union, then that's going to be your student union here. So beyond academics and health, we can assist with managing finances, finding housing options, both on and off campus, and ensuring your well-being while living in residence. We also guide you through campus services, help you connect with right departments, and support your involvement in clubs with a variety offered by LUSU based on your hobbies and areas of expertise. Whether you are interested in fitness, arts, culture, or academic support, there is a club for you. Our goal is to ensure you feel well informed, supported, and ready to make the most of your time here at Lakehead. Thank you, Christine. So now I would like to talk a bit more detail about immigration advising we offer. We provide comprehensive support to help you navigate the various requirements and processes throughout your time in Canada. We offer one-on-one advising sessions, as I just mentioned, where we can address your specific concerns and provide personalized guidance. In addition, we host various workshops throughout the year on common immigration topics, mostly those listed on this slide, to ensure you stay informed. If you need assistance with your study permit extensions or amendments, we can guide you through the steps to ensure your permit remains valid. For students participating in co-op programs, we also offer support with co-op work permit applications. If you are interested in working off campus during your studies, keep in mind that as per current IRCC policy, international students can work a maximum of 24 hours per week off campus during their studies and full-time during scheduled breaks such as reading week or summer break for undergraduate students. Additionally, you need to extend your temporary resident visa or ETA, we are here to assist with that as well. Finally, when you are ready to transition to the workforce after graduation, we provide guidance on applying for postgraduate work permit, which allows you to gain valuable work experience in Canada. One more thing, like during your journey as a student at Lakehead, you will get a lot of advices from the former graduates or your friends who might be in different programs. Please make sure if you hear anything from them, please verify that information with us. As I said, we are four advisors here at Lakehead University International who are always ready to assist you with any immigration questions you have. The information that's applicable to your policies that are applicable to them might not be applicable to you. So please make sure if you hear anything, please verify that information with us. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about the exciting excursion events and workshops that we offer throughout the year to enhance your student experience. These activities are designed to help you make the most of your time in Canada, meet new people, and explore the local culture. So we organize excursions to popular destinations around Thunder Bay, such as Kakabeka Falls, which is the second highest fall in Ontario, and Fort William Historical Park, giving you the opportunity to experience the beauty and history of this region. In addition to excursions, we host a variety of events throughout the year, everything from social gatherings and cultural celebrations to career fairs and networking opportunities. In winters, you can enjoy fun activities like snowshoeing with our team. These events are perfect for meeting new people, making friends, and finding ways to get involved in the community. We also offer a wide range of workshops in addition to the immigration workshops discussed in the previous slide. We bring in experts from the community to offer workshops on practical topics such as volunteering in Canada, financial literacy, filing taxes, housing policies, and various pathways to PR, which is the most popular one. These workshops are a great way to gain valuable knowledge to help you succeed in your personal and professional life in Canada. Oh, there are a few photos there. This is the photo of snowshoeing I'm just mentioning. I did it for the first time this year and it's fun, trust me.
Yes, it's very, very good in the winter time for sure. And it's lots of winter activities. One thing we always like to say here is both campuses, we love to embrace the outdoors. So whether it is the summer months, the winter months, you can expect some fun activities happening outside all year round. Okay, so that now brings us to our open Q&A portion of our session today. So we do have one question here live that I'm just going to pose to our team from ISS. So that is, if I arrive before move-in day for residents, can I still use the transportation voucher to my hotel?
Absolutely. Yes. So we want to make sure we know that as you're arriving, we highly recommend that you actually arrive earlier. And that'll give you time to sort of settle in, beat any jet lag that you may have. And so there's no date for the airport arrival. It's just for our new students that are coming in. So whatever that arrival day may be for you, please feel free to use the airport voucher form that I had put in the chat, and you can then use that for whenever you're arriving, whether it's on campus or off campus, or then if it's going to a hotel for temporary residency.
Perfect. And we have another question here. Is UHIP mandatory? I have a wife who previously worked in Ontario, and her position is still on hold until she gets her work permit. Can a student just be her dependent so the student will not be paying for UHIP?
So that's a great question. Sarah, if you have some information you want to share, that'd be great.
So first part of the question, yes, UHIP is mandatory for all international students. As soon as you're registered full-time, the system will recognize that and you will automatically be enrolled in the UHIP health insurance plan. You'll receive your information about the UHIP plan usually that first week of September. It'll come in an email. The insurance provider is actually called Cohen, so that's what you need to watch for, and you have to create your account online, and then you'll have that coverage. Now, for your case specifically, that's an interesting one. UHIP will still be mandatory for you. However, what I would recommend is if your wife gets on the open work permit and is on OHIP for some reason, so that's the basically mirrors our coverage. So for us, we have OHIP, so the Ontario Health Insurance Plan. If for some reason she gets on that and can add you, there may be a way that you can opt out of the UHIP. You would work directly with our international accounts officer, Chris Gallinger, and he would let you know if there's an option to opt out if you're covered under that. But it's really important to make sure that you have that mandatory coverage if you were ever hospitalized. So I would say you'll be on the UHIP. You'll have to pay for the UHIP, but there might be an opportunity to opt out at some point if your wife has that coverage. But that will be yet to be determined. So we can work with you sort of on a case-by-case basis with that one, I think.
Okay. The question is, what are the off-campus housing options and are they very close to campus? And Sukhjit, I can see you already put a link in the chat, which is super helpful. I also will just advise students that we actually did a whole session a week or so ago on off-campus housing. So definitely encourage you to watch that recording, and perhaps I can ask Laura to put that recording link in the chat here as well for students to view. The question on if it's close to campus, it's really going to vary because, of course, you're looking at the entire city of Thunder Bay or the entire city of Aurelia. So where you choose that off-campus housing option is going to be up to your personal preferences, where you've submitted rental applications, and also just when you are looking what is available at this point in time in the community. So definitely check that housing and accommodations link. And then also I would encourage you to watch the webinar where we went really in detail on all the different resources that are available to help you support that search. Okay, the next question, is it possible to join multiple student clubs throughout the year? And I saw Sarah's going to take this one.
Yeah, the answer is yes. You can join as many clubs as you want. The clubs are hosted through LUSU. So LUSU is your Lakehead University Student Union. And so they have their own website and you can look at all the different clubs that you can join. Of course, you need to find a balance between your academics and your social life. So that will be up to you to decide how many clubs that you want to join, but there's no limit to the clubs, the events, all the sorts of different things you can get involved in for the extracurricular activities. So.
And then the last question I see open right now is, can I have the website so I can access the recorded session? So Laura is just going to put the link where you can find all of our previous recordings. All right, the next question. Hello, International Support Team. Currently, I applied to study permit extension for my master's degree. I'd attended bachelor's in another Canadian school. What should I do if they don't grant me a visa on time? Current processing time is 238 days. I submitted an application on March 31st.
Go ahead, Sukhjit.
That's fine. If you want to answer, sir, you can go ahead. So, and yeah, as per the current IRCC policy, you will need your new study permit to start your studies with us in fall. Unfortunately, there has been no update from IRCC as of now, but we are expecting that they will exempt fall students to start their studies if they are on maintained or implied status. So we do not have any information as of yet. As soon as we get information, we will inform all the students.
Okay, and then I see there's a question in the chat here. So that is, hello, I'm inquiring about potential part-time job opportunities for undergraduate students at the university. Could you please provide some information on this topic? So maybe someone on our team, Sarah, I'm seeing you nodding, can just overview of what the resources available for students looking for jobs.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, students, providing you have the conditions on your study permit, which you should, you can work off campus for a maximum of 24 hours per week, and on campus, unlimited hours. So on-campus work is obviously very attractive to many students because you can work more hours, but it's also limited. It's on-campus jobs. There aren't as many, but there are some. And so if you visit our Lakehead My Success website, that is where you will view any of the on-campus jobs. So anyone on the campus that is hiring or has positions available, we'll put them on the Lakehead My Success website. So that's where you'll view the on-campus jobs. Alternatively, once you're here, you can also visit different places on campus to see if they're hiring. Keep in mind, anything physically located on campus is considered on-campus employment. For example, we have a Starbucks. We have the Aramark Food Services. We have Best Cleaning Services. Those are all physically located on the campus, and so therefore they're on-campus employment. But don't limit yourself to on-campus employment. There are lots and lots of part-time jobs in Thunder Bay that you can be applying for. And so those you would just simply search the job banks. We also have a dedicated Career and Co-op Services Department. So you can visit them while they're open. You can just drop in. They'll review your resume, your cover letter, make sure it's up to Canadian employment standards, because of course that's just different in different countries, right? They expect different things, so you want your resume to stand out from other applicants. So I really encourage you to go and visit them. They will also help you with job searching as well as interview prep to make sure you're feeling prepared. So lots of things you can look into once you're here.
Okay, and the next question is, if I apply for on-campus housing, could I get on-campus housing? So Catherine is going to answer this question.
Yes. So we highly encourage you to apply for on-campus housing as soon as possible. You want to make sure that you have that application in. And so applications are open. So we'll share that link for the residence application page. And as of right now, the date we have set for the guarantee is for June 2nd. So we highly encourage you to get that application in quickly.
So someone asked if I apply around mid-June. So at that point in time, it's just not going to be a guarantee. So June 2nd is the cutoff for the guaranteed housing. Someone asked, is it possible to work on campus if I don't get any graduate assistantship positions? Someone want to take this one, or I can take it?
Yeah, there's still other on-campus jobs. So GA positions are very specific to the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and they are very limited. You will get that offer usually with your like initial admission or application. If you have questions about GAs, you can email the Faculty of Graduate Studies specifically at gstudent@lakeheadu.ca. But like I said, for just other on-campus jobs, you would check the My Success website.
We have another question that came in here. Can you apply for accommodation when your visa is still pending approval?
Yes, absolutely. We know that visas take a little bit of time, so we highly encourage that you get that application in as soon as possible. And we hope that your visa application will be approved and you'll be ready to go for August.
Okay, so hello, are there any scholarships or financing options for international students? So I can take this one for if you are a prospective student and you're looking at applying to Lakehead University for the first time, then you are going to be considered automatically for the entrance scholarships if you are an undergraduate student. And if you're a graduate student applying, then you would be considered for any of those GA opportunities. Now, once you are a student at the university, there could be additional scholarship opportunities that you would be able to apply for. However, the largest ones are going to be at that initial application process. Maybe I can get, oh, perfect. Laura put in here the link for our future scholarships and future student scholarship and awards. So that's where you can see the information there. Question to Sujit. Tell us a brief of getting PR.
So there are a lot of pathways to PR. We can discuss once you are here. So it depends on your educational background, your work experience. So there are a lot of factors that you need to consider while choosing a pathway to apply for your PR. So once you are here, please feel free to come and meet us. We can discuss.
But please note our department doesn't advise on PR. We can provide you with some of the options and general information, but we do host workshops every semester. So whether it's the fall, the winter, the spring, summer, we host workshops called Pathways to Permanent Residency. So we bring in the experts from the federal, provincial, or local programs. They present on the different pathways. You have your opportunity to ask questions to the experts. And so I really encourage you all to sign up for those if that's the ultimate goal. But it's our focus in our department is on student immigration advising and not PR at this time.
Thanks for that reminder, Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see a question here as well. In our chat, just asking about admission and when you can expect a decision. So I'll just clarify it for everyone here. If you're a graduate applicant, there is really, unfortunately, no set date that we can say you will expect an admission decision. And this is because your application will go through a few different steps in the review process. One of those being that it is reviewed by faculty members, and this is often at a committee level. So Depending on the program you applied to, depending on how many other applications they are reviewing at the same time, depending on how the faculty has decided when they will review those applications, this is all going to impact when you will hear a decision. So that is not something that we can advise on. If you have applied for an undergraduate level program, because there is no faculty review of the applications, the typical timeline for you to receive an admission update will be 8 to 10 business days once you have uploaded all required documentation. And yes, this other question here, someone asked if they can send the required documents to docs.admission@lakeheadu.ca because the required documents page was not working. Yes, that is acceptable. You can send documents there. Someone asked, after fulfilling the conditional admission requirements, when does the unconditional admission offer get released? So typically we don't actually give out another letter because when you have your conditional letter, that is what you can use to begin applying for the study permit process, okay? So basically what you need to read through is see what those conditions are that are listed in your conditional offer. And once you've sent in, quite often it's going to be your official transcripts sent directly from the sending institution. Once those have been sent, then you would be notified if the conditions have been met, but traditionally we do not offer another letter. If that is something that for some reason you need to inquire about, you're welcome to reach out to the admission offices directly. Okay, here's a question for ISS. I've been having errors uploading my IRCC application form and temporary resident visa form on the IRCC website. The website keeps saying I've uploaded an invalid document, even after I have validated the document. Please, any solution to this issue would be great.
So would you be able to send us an email with a screenshot so that we are able to see what error message you are getting? I will just put our email in the chat. Please send us an email and we will help you.
Yeah, we've seen this a little bit lately. It could be for various reasons. You may want to re-download the IMM form directly from your uploading page and unfortunately fill it out again and revalidate it. You can try that. That's a common error that we're seeing. But yeah, as Sukhjit said, just send us an email if you could show us the screenshot or send us the form. We can help you try and troubleshoot that.
Okay. I can also just see here on my end that there's a few people who have tried the raise hand function. If you do have a question, just put it into the Q&A, as that's how we will be addressing questions today. And then a final reminder, if you are interested in following us on social media, here are all of our links that are available as well. So I haven't seen any additional questions coming up at this point in time. So this is your one final call out. Oh, and there we go. We have one coming in. So someone said they've applied for the master's in computer science and they're still waiting to see if they're admitted, if it is longer than usual for over 8 weeks. I wouldn't say that is atypical. So if you do have a question, please reach out to your recruiter and they can also facilitate just asking a question to the Faculty of Graduate Studies for that specific program. But at this point in time, you would still be within the time frame that is not on the outside of being atypical. So with that, I'm going to end today's session. So if you do have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us, both the ISS team or the recruitment team, if you are still in the process of making a decision on whether perhaps you want to apply to Lakehead University or accept an offer of admission. Thank you to Sukhjit, Sarah, and Catherine for being on the call today. It was really great to have you here and sharing such wonderful information with our prospective students and students who have already committed to coming to Lakehead University in the fall. So thank you so much, everyone, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.